Man, I picked the best shirt for these reaction videos today. Celebrating freedom. Power to the people. We have been freed from...
Hey, my fellow ladies out there. So, men think they own you. Take it from somebody that used to be a man.
Making us have to believe their false reality. We have been freed. The Orange Mighty Man has freed us. Thank God. The people have spoken. We have spoken to be free from the shackles of these delusional mental people making us feel crazy because we have to believe their reality. And then they having these false stuff and they just like, they've been in la la land. And I'm so happy that the world is starting to heal, that America is starting to heal. And we're going to look forward to the future. Let's jump into these reaction videos, though.
This look good.
Pretty Girls Party with Peanut.
What's up, y'all? It's Mulatto, and you know Pretty Girls Party with Peanut.
Yo, it's your player partner 2 Chainz, and right now I'm rocking with Peanut.
What's up, though? This your boy Peanut, the People's Nut, man. Back with another one. You already know what it is, but I still gotta say it. I'm not a life coach. I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a guru. I'm just a practitioner of life giving helpful advice. I don't pretend to know shit. I know it's been a minute. Your boy took a quick hiatus, but now I'm back with the social commentary, calling out the utter that we see on the internet and sometimes in real life. You know, I would definitely like to preface this that most of the things we're going to cover, you're probably only going to see on the internet. And since this election, we really see that America has a mental health crisis. Like, seriously, we seriously have a mental health crisis. If you haven't been keeping up with everything that's been going on the internet, these liberal women, some even on the right side, you know, the Nick Fuentes talking about your body.
Young right-wing commentator guy posted just as Donald Trump won the US election.
We control your bodies. It's your body, my choice.
His post blew up and led to
about your body, my choice, whatever. It's all crazy, but like I said, most of this stuff you're only going to see on the internet. You don't see a lot of this stuff if you touch grass. And like I like to do, that's why I took a hiatus. I like to be in the real world and see how the real world interacts. But like I said, I'm back from my hiatus with the social commentary. We're going to call out the bush and the hypocrisy from the left and the right, the Democrats, the Republicans, the males and the females. We're just going to talk about it all on this channel. So if you rocking with any of it, man, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you don't with it and you can't relate, let me hear why down in the comments. But let's jump right into this, man, this first clip.
Giving up on coloring this hair because, right? Coloring my hair, having my hair be long and luxurious, all that shit. Being skinny, being hot, fucking all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Because clearly, they don't give a shit about us. And I'm talking to you too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared of a woman in power that you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate so that you may eat from them. Yes, scraps. I don't know how to work this thing, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's just do some cutting. You know why? Because this is taking too long. Here we go. Short hair we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're cutting it off because you. That's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. I'm crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy. So crazy. You know what? It's been a day. It's been a year. It's been 9 years, 8 years, whatever it may be. Around this time, 8 years ago, it's one of the worst times of my life. It's when my life fell apart. Not because of this. Don't get too excited. Just talking about regular life stuff I talk about.
See, this is what I mean about America having a mental illness crisis. Or people just being immature and not logically thinking. All these women going on the 4B movement, talk about they about to now start withholding. Even though it should have been something they're doing. It's going to be self-inflicted. Like, logically, where do they think that's going to go? And logically, who do they think that's going to hurt? But because that's why I said it's a lot of immature people and it's just an emotional outburst like a toddler would have. You're not really harming the people that you're trying to harm by doing this. You're only harming yourself by looking less pretty, messing with your own self-esteem and your own confidence. You don't really have to be skinny, but if you get fat, that's your health. Like, it's all self-inflicted. It's not going to really affect anybody else, man. But let's jump into this next clip, man.
Past is because they lose steam. Implementing elements of separatism into your life ensures that the movement has some protection.
No shade to this young lady, and I don't practice in talking personal shots at people, but come on, let's be honest. Like, is she really participating in the 4B movement because she just got a lot of suitors banging down her door? Or is she doing it because it's easy for her to do it at this point? But let's get back into it, man.
The movement has some protection from burnout and die down. There are some really dedicated sisters who have taken the initiative to break up with their boyfriends, to throw out all their makeup and divorce their husbands. But what comes after that?
I like how women are now on the 4B movement because Donald Trump won, as if that's like a diss. First off, a lot of y'all women probably already posted your half-naked body online in bikinis or whatnot, so people already seen it, so no mystery there. Second, you've probably already been ran through more times than a choo-choo train, so the body that you're withholding, men are already smashed. You're not really hurting anybody with this. Actually, you're probably helping yourself a lot because, you know, you can just stop your body count right where it is. You can never make it go lower, but at least you can quit it. You know, you can stop, halt, pause. You can't get, don't let it get worse. At least there's that. And I'm honestly glad that Donald Trump won because a lot of you fatherless women got the message, somehow at least. You didn't really get there the way it should have, but it got there.
This is why I believe that the world is healing, and that if you're on the internet, you can find whatever side or echo chamber you want to jump into. But it's best to try to go outside of what you already know and try to find contrary beliefs. But this young lady was cooking. This is why I say the world is healing. You have sensible people that have sound logic that can work through complex thoughts and look at the nuance of things. But this lady woke up and chose violence.
That you liberal women were unhinged, but I didn't think the mental disorder was going to go this far. Y'all are now shaving your heads. And now I'm seeing recently that y'all are telling other women to unalive their husbands and their boyfriends for voting for Donald Trump. And not only that, you're telling them to call for divorce and call to end their relationship. But the funny thing is the reason why you're always so emotional, so y'all can't never catch anything, emotional creatures, you. That's why I don't ever want y'all to run this country, because y'all crazy. Anyway, again, y'all are letting women that are undesirable, ain't married the first, and don't even have a relationship with men anyway, to tell you to leave your husbands and to leave your relationship when they don't even have one of their own to leave. Why would you listen to somebody like that? That's like listening to a marriage counselor who has never been married. Y'all do that too. Yeah. Y'all listen to marriage counselors that has never been married and can't keep a relationship the first. But that's neither here nor there. Why would y'all listen to these women? Look at them. Look at the women that's telling y'all to do these things. They look unhinged. I went to a young lady's page and she's telling people to do all these things. And I see she had the white eyebrows drawn on. And I know that's not good to look at people and judge them. But baby, that's a mental disorder to me. I don't care what nobody say.
And a lot of this stuff, what she was saying, I don't get how these young women don't understand that you're not hurting anybody, and you're not hurting anybody, and you're probably helping yourself out in the long run, because the emotional damage that a lot of these liberal women cause themselves from trying to compete and move like men and be sexually liberated. Oh my God, we can do whatever we want. My body, my choice. I don't care if I rack up 100 bodies and then I can't pair bond and all this other stuff. I was just having fun. Like, living in the moment is going to get a lot of these young ladies, long term, make them feel bad about their choices. One, I don't think this movement is going to be in the real world. I think this is an internet movement that's only going to stay online because it's like she said, you're asking other women to divorce their husbands, and I'm pretty sure the America show where their values lie. A lot of women are still conservative. You saw how the presidency turned out. Like, a lot of them still voted for conservative things. And for the past few years, man, it feels like we have been placating to a lot of people's mental illness. Instead of trying to get them help, we're just validating their mental illness instead of saying, like, yo, that is not normal. Like, this is not normal. And why are we trying to make it normal? But I'm happy that America seems to be wanting to heal. Now, I pointed out at the beginning of this video, America really does have a mental health crisis, it seems. But I don't think this movement is going to go anywhere past the internet.
All day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then
Why is nobody asking why this 4B movement even exists? Seriously, how did these radical feminists get to this point? This isn't just one bad boyfriend or a father who wasn't there. It's college, friends, commercials, movies, shows, the news. They've had a lifetime of reinforcement convincing them that they are perpetual victims of the patriarchy. And now you're seeing the logical conclusion. Actual insanity on full display. Then, to confuse these women even more, there's this absurd inconsistency where the same feminists who scream free the nipple are actually the same ones applauding them for suppressing their sexuality. Do you see how backwards that is? It's like trying to walk north and south at the same time. And here's the irony. This so-called empowerment that they cling to isn't actually rooted in understanding men. They're rebelling by taking away what they think men actually value most about them, but their solution reveals just how off-base they are. I don't have time for losers who spend all day basking in their victimhood, men or women. If you were that concerned about some societal issue, you'd be out there trying to fix it rather than attempting to punish your so-called perpetrators by shaving your head to some shitty TikTok soundtrack. So please, be my guest. Eliminate yourself from the gene pool. You're an embarrassment to people who want to make life better for women, and you're the last woman that any man would ever want to date.
She is absolutely correct. And I think a lot of men, that's why people voted the way they voted, and a lot of women, we are tired of this misandrous driven thing where it's okay for women to just put down men, and women don't have to become stoic, or women don't have to rise to the occasion to be better women. You don't even have to be like men. You just need to be better humans, period, and better behavior. Like, they really have, a lot of women seem to be very immature in their thinking and their thought process and their worldview. And I think a lot of people are just getting tired of just letting women run amok, say whatever on the internet, do whatever that they want to do, and then cry about it later or play victim. Because a lot of this stuff, dude, it just doesn't seem mature. And it doesn't seem like these ladies understand consequences and actions. And then they cry later and like, oh, they're trying to take our rights. Like, they still can't answer what rights. So someone that's always operating out of their emotions, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's a toddler, because toddlers do that.
Election is making people realize that they should not be hoes. Like, how did Trump getting elected make people realize, damn, you know what? Maybe I should stop slinging cooch out like this is a buffet at Cece's Pizza. Like, that's what made you realize that? What the fuck? Like, your 12th body in 3 months didn't do it for you, and people nicknaming you Slurp and Burp didn't do that shit either, but Orange Man getting elected as president does. How the fuck does that make any sense? And look, guys, I have no issues with hoes being hoes. If you want to be a hoe, by all means, be a hoe. Slang cooch, I don't give a shit. My problem is that I know for a fact that people are not going to be doing this 4B movement shit after like 3 months. Like, half of these people doing 4B all of a sudden 3 weeks ago were shaking ass on a prisoner at a Halloween costume party, and now all of a sudden they want to be fucking Susan B. Anthony. Like, all right, man. Like, I'm sorry.
Yo, this man was only in office for 1 day and he's already making a difference because they believe that this is going to hurt people, but it's actually benefiting society, might even benefit communities because now we'll have more family forming and not people just hooking up and having these babies and wanting to get them abort. But man, but if you like what you hear and you can relate, go ahead and sub for your boy. Hit that sub button and hit that like button, man, so we can get this information out here and so we can start healing the world and combating some of this craziness that we see floating around the internet. It's your boy Peanut, the people, man. Peace.